So on Thursday, December 5th, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office responded to the closed school of music located at 5017 West Ridge Road in the town of Parma for a report of a suspicious condition. Once on scene, the caller located us and advised us that she discovered a hidden camera in the bathroom of the location of the music studio. A preliminary investigation was conducted, which resulted in the establishment of probable cause to arrest the studio owner, Philip M. Close, of the city of Rochester, for unlawful surveillance in the second degree, which is an E felony. Mr. Close was remanded to the Monroe County Jail on $2,000 cash and $4,000 bond in relation to that charge. While that was going on, the investigation continued that night to include execution of a search warrant on the music studio located in Parma. On Sunday, yesterday, we executed a search warrant on his residence in the city of Rochester, and today we executed a search warrant on his personal vehicle. Right now, this investigation is active. It's still ongoing. We're working in conjunction with the district attorney's office to bring a resolution to this as quickly as possible. However, we are expecting it to be a lengthy investigation, and it's most likely going to take some time to get to the bottom of how deep the unlawful surveillance issue was happening. We're urging any current or past clients of the Close School of Music or Philip Close to contact the Monroe County Sheriff's Records Unit at 753-4175. That phone number will be manned 24/7, and people will be there to be able to take the caller's information and a brief synopsis of the details as it relates to this case. So again, any current or past clients or family members, we do want to establish some type of client list so we can continue our investigation into this matter. So with all that said, I'm just going to open it up to some questions that you guys may have.
Do we know if there were actual recordings discovered?
We do, yes. Yeah.
Of clients who attended the music school?
We know of one as of right now, and that was the basis of the actual arrest. How in-depth it goes, we're still trying to figure that out. And I think that's what's going to take some time for us to kind of sift through the evidence that we did end up seizing in the search warrants.
Any idea how long that camera had been there?
Not at this time, no. We're still, as we get into it, we'll be able to put a better number on that, but as of right now, it's very early in the investigation. We have a lot of questions as well. You know, we're taking it very seriously, something like this, and we're pouring a lot of resources, you know, into getting some answers.
How big is the school? How many, do you know, is it a smaller school? How many students or clients might there be in there in a given time?
Preliminarily, there are a total of 4 instructors, including Mr. Close, that work at the school. All of them have been interviewed. From what it sounds like, there's somewhere between 80 to 100 active students. So we're expecting a large amount of calls and to discover a large amount of current and past clientele.
The person that contacted you, a student, a parent of a student, an employee?
It was a parent of someone that was at the school for music instruction.
Is it all ages, or is it children through adults, and is it within a certain age group who are clients or students here?
The school does instruct all ages. So.
And is the school still up? Did they close it down, or are people still active?
As of right now, Mr. Close remains in jail. As far as we know, no of the other instructors have access to the studio, so it has been closed down since the arrest. I have contacted the town of Parma to work with them with that, and that's something we are exploring, licensing and things like that.
Reason to believe there could be more arrests coming, other people involved?
Right now, you know, we're taking everything as a potential for really anything at this point. There's a lot of evidence to sift through. It's hard to say. It really, before we get into it, it's hard to answer some of these specific questions, and I know we're leaving some questions unanswered. I just am hesitant to give out any firm statements until we really get into the evidence that we recovered.
Choosing to check his house and his vehicle, maybe standard to just be thorough, but also was there belief that he probably had some stuff at home and in his car?
Yes, there was belief that the potential of evidence could be at his house and in his personal vehicle, and that's why we took the steps to execute the search warrants at the house. Again, we do take this very seriously, and we didn't want to leave any stone unturned in a matter like this.
Are you able to say if you did find anything, even if you can't say what it was, you did find something in his house?
We did recover computers, storage devices, cameras, things like that in his house.
And then currently, where jail is he sitting in right now?
The Monroe County Jail, which is the one downtown.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
You discovered a camera in the bathroom. Did you find any other in the music store at all?
There were other cameras that we did recover throughout the store, trying to figure out which ones were actual store surveillance and which ones could have been unlawful is, a step in the investigation that we plan on taking.
How many of the cameras were so-called hidden?
I don't know. I don't have an exact number. I actually was not there for the execution of the search warrant. Investigator Carpino from C-Zone CIS was there. I do know that we did recover the camera that was found in the bathroom. The caller provided that to us after she found it. And we did recover more cameras. What was actual surveillance and what was used for business purposes in terms of recording lessons and what was used for unlawful surveillance, we won't know until we get into the data that we hope to have discovered.
Can you describe the manner in which it was hidden? Was it like up or behind something to make it obstruct the view of it, or?
All I know is it was hidden in the bathroom in a way to capture people.
Do you know how that individual who called noticed something? Did they explain that they saw something that looked funny, or?
I don't know the exact specifics of what the caller saw, but she sounded like it was pretty obvious to her what it was.
And also, this was a woman. So did he put this in both the men's and women's bathrooms, or was it just the women's bathroom?
As far as my understanding is that there's actually just a unisex bathroom, so one bathroom in the location.
Any prior history with the suspect? Does he have any priors?
No priors.
Were there multiple computers seized at the dance studio?
There was 2 computers seized, I believe, at least 2.
Sergeant, can you reiterate again the importance of sharing that phone number and what you hope to gain by putting that number out?
Absolutely. So, the school, per the records that I was able to find online, has been open since 2016. He has also taught at the Collegial School of Music, so we suspect that there's a large clientele that he's had in the past. We got information that he does personal lessons. So we really just want to establish a list of any clients, whether they could be potential victims or not, just so we have names available and we can start reaching out to them to further our investigation. We really just want to try to contact as many people as possible. I'm sure once they hear of this arrest, they're going to be concerned with their family going there, their loved ones, and they're going to want some answers, and we want to be able to give them those answers. So again, any current or past members or students of the Close School of Music or Philip Close are urged to contact the records unit at 753-4175. The questions are very generic in nature. It's not expected to be a significant interview on the phone. Shouldn't take longer than 5 minutes. Those sheets that are going to be filled out, the lead sheets, are going to be forwarded on to investigators, and we're going to try our best to contact each person who calls in within 24 hours of them calling. At least just to say, yep, we got your lead sheet. What questions do you have? If we're going to answer as many as we can, and then we'll just prioritize those as we see fit based on where the investigation goes.
How many How many, how many victims do you think could be out there?
We don't know. We don't know. The school has been open since 2016. Sounds like there's around 80 to 100 current students at the school. So we believe the number could be significant. And as of right now, we're just exploring all possibilities. We're leaving everything open for, any potential future charges or more victims, being discovered.
Do you expect the feds will get involved if they haven't already?
I really can't comment on that. I know that Sergeant Bolton with CIS was going to be contacting the district attorney's office, and as this investigation unfolds, I'm sure that will be in the discussion, depending on what evidence we may find on the seized property.
I apologize if you already
It's
answered
okay.
or this was asked before, but how did you learn about this?
So a mother of a student discovered a camera in the bathroom of this music studio, and once she discovered it, she called 911. Deputies responded, and we started a preliminary investigation, and kind of went from there.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.